We welcome you back to our continuing coverage of the Mark Roth Plastic Ball Championship, and our thanks to that young lady, Darlene Baker, president of the USBC. Appreciate everything she and her staff does to continue to promote this wonderful sport across our land. Time now for the Geico Championship recap. Randall.
You got it, Robert. Match number 1, Parker Bone III taking on Tom Smallwood. Parker was trailing, gets up in the 10th frame, throws a double, forces Smallwood to double, but a pesky 10-pin stands in the way, and that's all she wrote for Tom Smallwood. Then in match number 2, Parker Bone III taking on Ryan Simonelli, the local favorite. Simonelli had pin carry problems throughout the match. Parker needs to convert the 7-pin to advance. He does. And now he will face good friend, ex-tour roommate, Jason Couch in the championship match.
And that is what they are fighting for here in Buffalo. Time now for today's More of What Matters to You fan question, brought to you by the makers of One A Day, and it is for that man, our number 1 seed, Jason Couch. Jason, this comes away from John Wilson of Canton, Illinois. After using urethane resonant particle balls, what is the biggest adjustment you have to make when using a plastic ball?
Well, that's a pretty good question, Rob. First thing you have to consider is that you're throwing the hardest cover stock made in bowling today with a plastic ball. Plastic balls, you have to actually get the ball started in the first 15 feet of the lane. Total flip side with the reactive balls. They're going to hook down lane. You just got to get it through the front of the lane clean and let it react down lane.
All right, Jason, thank you for that answer.
Just like Johnny said.
That's right. Number 1 seed and future Hall of Famer Jason Couch hasn't won on TV in more than 4 years. He gets a chance to end that drought next. Our title match, commercial free on the backside. We jump in our flashback machine all the way back to 1987, the Greater Buffalo Open, held right here at the Thruway Lanes, and it was the next to last career win for Mark Roth. He qualifies the number 3 seed for the finals. There's a 299 game. And then he would take on Parker Bone III in the semis, defeat PB3 by 3, 227, 224. Title match, 259-215 victory over Chris Warren for his 33rd career victory.
Well, they'll never forget this one this evening, and I'll guarantee you.
30th time Buffalo has hosted a PBA event. This is the Mark Roth Plastic Ball Championship. 3rd straight year we have held it in honor of that man on the left, Mark Roth, who suffered a stroke a few years ago and is bravely fighting back and has advanced far beyond what most predicted.
Rob, you know, Mark Roth's confidence factor was so over-the-top insane back in the day that after practice he would call his wife and tell her whether or not to book a flight for the TV show after the practice session. Every time she booked a flight, he made it every time. This guy knew his game, didn't he?
That's a little bit of confidence.
Right?
PB3 starts off our title match with a strike.
Now,
The tournament leader owns 15 titles with 4 majors on the Lumber Liquidators PBA Tour. Former PBA Rookie of the Year. Only man to win 3 consecutive PBA Tournament of Champions titles. From Claremont, Florida, Jason Couch.
As I almost rudely interrupted Mike J., Johnny Petraglia had an interesting prediction for this match. He said, Jason Couch wins. I think he's going to shoot 240. I don't think Parker can shoot 240. Jason Couch's arsenal, if he had his way, maybe a Mission 250K. But not this week, just plastic. Jason would also like to send well wishes out to Don Mitchell in Indianapolis, where we'll be next week. He was the former PBA Tour host there at Woodland. He suffered a heart attack recently, so best wishes go out to Don and his family.
Heck Couch has lost his last 4 matches on television, off to a great start here in our title match.
Jason Couch owned this tournament through qualifying and match play. He was your #1 seed coming in. He averaged over 234 for the week, qualifying and match play combined. And the players that we interviewed all said the same thing. Nobody had what Jason Couch had this week.
And Parker matches him with a pair of his own.
And again, Rob, I think you really have to put it into perspective for those of you watching at home using high-powered bowling balls on an easy house shot or league oil pattern. Try using plastic on a real short pattern and see if you can average 230 for 32 games. Just shows you the skill level that's out here on this tour.
Parker has had success versus Couch in TV appearances, 7-2. But those 2 wins for Couch came in title matches.
On the good lane, the left lane, and Couch, the higher seed, chose to finish the match on that left lane. That's been the pattern for the left-handers today. Parker not able to take advantage of a double, goes right through the nose, but only leaving the 4-7. The nice part about this tournament, Rob, when you shoot a spare, you don't have to change balls.
Speed things up. Jason Couch, 15 Lumber Liquidator PBA Tour titles, including 4 majors. The only man to win back-to-back-to-back TOCs. He is a future PBA Hall of Famer.
He'll go in next year, and the trilogy of Claremont, Florida will be complete.
Duke, Peterson, Couch.
Be as good as you look. All right.
Rob, early on, I think you really have to be impressed with the 3 shots that Couch has thrown out of the gate. Remember, Parker has 2 games under his belt. He's comfortable. Couch hasn't been here in a while, bowling for the title. 3 perfect shots, 2 strikes, and now looking at a 7-pin.
There's Mary Chase, general manager here at AMF Thruway Lanes. Her and her crew always do a wonderful job putting on a great show here in Buffalo.
Re-rack.
As Jason Couch takes a re-rack, both players grew up throwing plastic bowling balls. It's not like this is the first time they've been around this.
While we have this break, we'll fire up the RV. Tell you where we'll be next, Sunday, March 27th, 2:30 Eastern from Indy. Day 1 coverage of the Dick Weber PBA playoffs. It continues all the way into mid-April. We'll be live April 17th for the final round coverage, 1 Eastern, right here on ESPN.
Push.
Big break.
Huge. So you saw Parker, he went through the nose on that left lane. Couch goes through the nose. Left lane starting to break down. Players will now make an adjustment, but both players avoiding a huge open frame. Look at that. He almost left a big 4. Now it's just the 6-pin.
You didn't want a piece of tape in your ball, did you?
Oh, the balls look the same. It's kind of hard to differentiate the 2.
Couch is going strike, strike, spare, spare.
Jason, what's happening on that left lane?
That wasn't a very good one, Randy. Kind of elbowed that one, lost it off my hand.
Thank you.
Parker steps up on the right lane, which he struck on in the second. A quizzical look from Parker there.
Good news, no split. Bad news, he could have tied the match with a strike there. Now a spare, he will only trail by 2.
A win would give Parker 33 career titles. Right now, he's 2 wins shy of tying Norm Duke and Mark Roth for 4th most in PBA history.
What you have to do is get up and get it done.
This guy's been really good in title matches. You see that average there, just over 226.
Oh, that one ain't gonna.
3-5-6.
Now you wonder, is it the pressure of the title match? Parker hasn't been here in a few years. Is it the lanes changing? Remember, they are throwing plastic, so if the lanes are starting to break down, you wouldn't think it would be a lot of breakdown because of the equipment they're using.
Both these guys have great experience on television, but they admitted yesterday that
3.
open frame for Parker. They admitted that the lights have gotten to them as of lately. And an open frame for Parker in the 5th.
And right now you can see Jason Couch just kind of stick his chest out and puff up a little bit because he just got a huge opening. And well, that's like your opponent taking about 50 or 60 pounds of weight off your shoulders. It really loosens up the swing. Let's see if Jason can take advantage of the open frame.
One good one.
Well, if he doesn't
7-10.
Yeah, if he doesn't convert here, he gives it right back to Parker Bone in terms of the break department, but right through the nose, leaving the 4-7-10. Question in his mind right now, do I try to make this or do I just go for count? If he goes for count and gets 9, he'll lead by 2.
Oh, he got it! Let's take a look at the Bear Trusted Pain Relief Replay brought to you by the makers of Bear Aspirin. I'll give you one guess on what shot we're about to show you.
Well, this isn't the traditional way of making it. Normally you slide it over, but Jason Couch uses speed and power, and he bounces the 4-pin out of the back pit. It covers the 10, and Jason Couch is like, whew, how about some relief?
Remember that moment.
It already re-racked?
Jason's wife in attendance, Kim, flew up yesterday. Momentum in the Couch camp.
Come on!
Parker going to the tape, making sure that
Tape, Schroeds.
there is no question about the feel of this next shot.
He's icing me.
The luckiest guy in the planet at this present moment, and I'm icing him.
Again, those two former roommates on the tour, great friends going back a long time.
Same thing.
Oh, Jesus. Greek Church open for business.
Everything looks pretty good, with the exception of the bowling ball right in front of the head pin.
Right about now, all you need is a little bit of that couch luck, and they should all bounce out. Probably knock over the pins on the lane next to it.
Even at the first sign of adversity, Parker Bone III showing you what a class act he is. Unfortunately for him now, he's dug himself a huge hole. With only 4 frames remaining, he now trails by 25. Again, going to some more tape. The worst thing in the world is to lose the feel of the thumb hole in the championship match.
Parker with just 2 strikes in this title match, Randy, both of them coming in the first 2 frames.
Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy.
He's lost his reaction and lost his feel. And when you're throwing plastic, there's not a whole lot of reaction there anyway. So when you start to lose your feel, the ball reaction is going to be very suspect and not a very big margin for error. Parker had some great comments about the great Mark Roth. They're really good friends. Parker grew up 20 minutes from Mark, and Parker said, and I quote, "The reason why people hook the bowling ball today is because of Mark Roth."
One good shot. Come on.
Second double of the title match for Couch.
Jason Couch steps up on the right lane and does his Chauncey Billups imitation. Mr. Big Shot gets up there and just absolutely shreds the rack for a double and increases the lead to 35.
Come on, dude. One good shot. Behind the knee, no. Behind the knee.
I hear him saying behind the knee. Had some knee issues in the past. Does not want to be over the knee. Needs to be behind the knee.
Jason, you got a huge lead now. How do you bring this title home?
Keep working, Randy. It's never over till it's over, buddy. Keep working.
Couch hasn't won since late January in 07. 0 for 4 on the TV since that title. He's in good shape here. Parker Bone III to close out the 8th. Down 45. This one has slipped away.
My feel went bye-bye.
Parker, I know it's a field game. You're a field player. What has happened to the feel in your bowling ball, and what's with all the tape?
Randy, I just can't get it taped properly right now. I don't know if I got oil on my hand. I don't think so. But I'm fiddling with the tape. I can't keep the tape on the back of my thumb proper. So needless to say, it's been pretty much a catastrophe the last 4 shots, maybe 5. So, hey, you know what? There's always a good one somewhere.
Parker admitted to us yesterday he's done a lot of fiddling lately, including in matches. Something we're not used to from the Hall of Famer. There's adjustments and then there's fiddling, just trying to find anything.
Yeah, he had struggled the last couple of seasons with ball reaction, and then he tried to make adjustments with his game, trying to slow down a little bit, trying to get the ball to curve more. Then he started messing around with thumb pitches and changing the angle of the thumb and just trying anything and everything to get back
good shot.
to the top of the heap, and it's been a struggle for him. And sometimes along the way you lose who you are.
Push, push.
10 pin shy of a 4-bagger.
Behind the knee, not on top of it.
Jason Couch with a mark here in the 9th frame, and any good count in the 10th, he's going to be in the 200s. The best Parker Bone can shoot 196. A mark here for Couch. Good count in the 9th. He's going to win his 16th title and make it 2 weeks in a row for Claremont, Florida. Last week, Norm Duke. This week, possibly that man right there.
Up 48, closing this one out in the 10th.
Got a hook.
And that's all she wrote.
Settle down, old man.
Oh, boy.
Another title for the Couch family to celebrate.
Okay, get out of my own way. I can make that one.
Come on, bro.
And it's done. And the Buffalo goes to Couch.
Woo! Back in the winner's circle. Thank you, Buffalo. Cheektowaga. Thank you.
His first title since January 28th of 2007.
Where's my ball rep? Where is my ball rep? Yeah, you can. Ladies and gentlemen, Del Ballard.
Hall of Famer Del Ballard Jr. coming by for a handshake and hug with our winner, Jason Couch. Randy Peterson sliding into position for an interview with our winner.
Congratulations. Yeah, I know it's been almost 4 long years for you. Can you describe how this win feels to you?
This is a special win, and I'm trying to hold the tears back. It's been a long time. Not many people know Del's been battling cancer, and this one's for him. I love him. Thank you, Del.
Congratulations, Jay.
As Del watches from the sideline.
Only time I'll kiss a buffalo.
The Mark Roth Plastic Ball Championship goes to Jason Couch in dominating fashion over his former roommate. We'll be back to wrap it up from Buffalo after this. The Mark Roth Plastic Ball Championship is brought to you by Touch of Gray. Gets rid of some gray, never all. By the makers of One A Day Men's 50+ Advantage, the multivitamin with more of what matters. By Lumber Liquidators, hardwood flooring for less. And by the USBC and its 2 million members. To find out more about USBC, log on to bowl.com today. Welcome you back to Cheektowaga, and Jason Couch, Randy, with a dominating performance here in our title match.
Well, he really dominated this whole event, and it was Jason Couch's tournament to lose, and he bowled magnificently, took advantage of all of the open frames by Parker Bowen III, applied pressure and stayed on him.
His first win since late January of '07. You'll see us next from Indy, March 27th, to go RVing Dick Weber PBA playoffs. Couch, your #1 seed. It had been a while since he could celebrate some hardware, but he gets tour title number 16 today in Buffalo, taking down his longtime roommate, Parker Bowen III. For Randy Peterson and our entire ESPN crew, I'm Rob Stone. Oh, football coming up next. Congratulations to Jason Couch.